Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I just don't feel like myself anymore? Not sad exactly, not sick, just numb. Like the spark that used to make you feel alive, confident, and connected to your own body has quietly faded with time. If that sounds familiar, please don't ignore it. What you're feeling isn't just age. It's your body's way of whispering that something inside needs attention, not medication, not supplements, but simple reconnection. I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera, a board-certified gynecologist with over 30 years of experience helping women over 60 restore their health, energy, and confidence naturally. And tonight, I want to share with you one of the gentlest yet most powerful self-care techniques I've ever taught: a simple massage that can help you feel alive again. Now, when I say massage, I'm not talking about something complicated or awkward. This is a mindful, therapeutic touch you can do on yourself, designed to reawaken circulation, calm the nervous system, and help your body and mind feel connected again. Here's why this matters. After menopause, blood flow to certain parts of the body, especially your lower abdomen, hips, and pelvic region, naturally slows down. That reduced circulation doesn't just make your muscles stiffer. It also affects hormone communication, mood, and even how your body responds to comfort and closeness. You might notice it as a kind of quiet disconnection you move through the day, but you don't feel as deeply as before. Some women tell me, Dr. Lisa, I feel like my body is there, but I'm not in it. And I completely understand. According to the Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic, circulation and touch play vital roles in regulating the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for relaxation, hormone balance, and emotional stability. When blood flow slows and sensory awareness fades, your body can enter a low-energy freeze state. You might feel flat, distant, or simply off. But here's the beautiful truth, that connection isn't gone. It's just been resting, waiting for you to wake it up again. And tonight, you'll learn exactly how to do that. Just a few minutes of gentle self-massage before bed can help stimulate circulation, release tension, and send a calming signal through your entire body. Many of my patients describe feeling warmth, lightness, and even gentle emotion returning after the first few nights. It's not magic, it's biology responding to attention. Imagine lying down tonight, placing your hands on your lower abdomen and breathing slowly while you apply a soft circular motion. With every touch, you're telling your body, I'm here. I haven't forgotten you. That small act of care can shift your sleep, your mood, and even how connected you feel to yourself and your partner. One of my patients, Eleanor, age 72, told me she used to feel emotionally frozen. Nothing moved her anymore, not music, not conversation. After just 2 weeks of this gentle evening routine, she said, I didn't realize how much I missed feeling warm inside and out. So if you've been feeling disconnected lately, emotionally, physically, or intimately, stay with me. I'll walk you through why this happens, how your body stores emotion in subtle ways, and how this gentle nightly massage can help you restore harmony, one breath at a time. And before we continue, I'd love to know, are you watching this from the US, Canada, the UK, or somewhere else around the world? Leave a comment below and tell me where you're tuning in from. I love seeing women from every corner of the world supporting each other on this journey of self-care and renewal. Because tonight, we're not chasing youth, we're restoring connection. And it all begins with something as simple and healing as touch. When women over 60 come to see me and say, Dr. Lisa, I just don't feel connected to my body anymore, the first thing I tell them is this: you're not broken, you're simply disconnected. And that disconnection didn't happen overnight. It's the result of small, everyday habits that quietly reduce circulation, awareness, and energy in the very parts of the body that keep your hormones, mood, and vitality in balance. Let's look at the 3 most common causes, subtle things most women never realize are making them feel numb or switched off. The first is tension in the lower abdomen and hips. Most women hold stress in this area without knowing it. When you've spent decades caring for others, carrying emotional burdens, or even dealing with grief, that stress doesn't just live in your mind, it settles in your muscles. The pelvic region can become tight and restricted, limiting blood flow and nerve communication. You might notice it as stiffness when you get out of bed, a dull ache after sitting, or even mild bladder or digestive discomfort. Over time, this constant tension creates a quiet disconnection between your mind and body. You stop feeling this part of yourself not because it's gone, but because it's been holding its breath for years. The second reason is a loss of healthy touch. After menopause, many women receive less physical touch, not just from others, but from themselves. When your body isn't touched with care, the brain begins to dull its awareness of those areas. Touch is how your nervous system stays in conversation with your body. Without it, those signals fade, and you may begin to feel emotionally flat or physically numb. The Cleveland Clinic reports that touch therapy and self-massage can boost oxytocin, the hormone that promotes emotional connection and relaxation, while lowering cortisol, your primary stress hormone. That's why many women describe feeling lighter and calmer after even a few minutes of mindful massage. The third reason is shallow breathing and poor circulation. With age, many women develop a habit of breathing only into the chest. But deep, diaphragmatic breathing, the kind that expands your belly, is essential for blood flow to the lower body. When you breathe shallowly, your diaphragm doesn't move enough to massage your organs, and your pelvic floor receives less oxygen and stimulation. That lack of movement leads to slower hormone signaling, cooler hands and feet, and sometimes even emotional detachment. It's as if your body's natural rhythm has gone quiet. Here's what I want you to remember. This numbness is not permanent. It's reversible completely. You can retrain your body to feel again by restoring awareness, circulation, and oxygen flow to these quiet places. And it doesn't take hours of work. It starts with a few small shifts in how you treat your body each day. Many women try to push through their fatigue with coffee or supplements, but what they really need isn't stimulation, it's reconnection. Your body doesn't need to be fixed, it needs to be heard. Let's do a little self-check right now. Take a slow, deep breath. Did your belly rise, or did your chest lift instead? If your chest moved more than your abdomen, that's your first clue. Your body has been living in stress mode for too long. Now, place one hand over your heart and one on your lower abdomen. Close your eyes and take another deep breath. Feel that lower hand move even slightly. That's your body saying, "Thank you for noticing me again." It's that simple. Awareness is the first step toward healing. In the next part, I'll guide you through a gentle evening massage routine, one that takes just 5 minutes, but can help reawaken warmth, circulation, and emotional comfort. You'll also learn when to do it, how to breathe while doing it, and why it works even better before sleep. But before we move on, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you notice yourself holding tension in your hips or lower belly throughout the day? Awareness is powerful, and sharing your experience might help another woman realize she's not alone. Now let's talk about how to bring life and warmth back to your body through one of the simplest yet most healing rituals you can do at home. This gentle self-massage takes less than 5 minutes, requires no tools, and can be done right before bed. It's not about technique, it's about presence. When you do this mindfully, you're helping your body remember how to feel again. First, set the mood. Before you begin, turn off bright lights, put away your phone, and create a quiet atmosphere. You might light a candle or play soft instrumental music, something that helps you slow down. When your senses relax, your nervous system begins to shift from alert mode into restore mode. Then warm your hands by rubbing them together for 10 seconds. Feel the heat build between your palms This warmth is energy, and your body will respond to it. Now place both hands gently over your lower abdomen, just below your navel. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let your belly rise. As you exhale, feel your hands sink slightly with the movement. Repeat this 2 or 3 times. This deep breathing activates your diaphragm and gently massages your internal organs from within, encouraging blood flow and relaxation. Next, begin to move your hands in slow circular motions, about the size of a small plate. Move clockwise, following the natural flow of your digestion. Use soft, steady pressure just enough to feel your skin and the layers beneath it. You're not trying to work out the muscles, you're waking them up. As you continue, notice the sensation. Maybe you feel warmth, maybe tingling, or even emotion. All of that is normal. It means your body is coming back online. Nerves, muscles, circulation, and awareness reuniting again. If you want, you can apply a small amount of natural oil, castor oil, coconut oil, or sweet almond oil are all excellent choices. These oils support circulation and make the massage smoother. As you move your hands, imagine sending energy down to your hips and pelvic floor, inviting that area to soften and breathe again. Now shift your attention slightly lower. Place your hands over your hips or the sides of your pelvis. Using the base of your palms, make gentle sweeping motions toward the center of your body, as if guiding warmth inward. Do this for about 1 minute. These strokes encourage lymphatic flow, helping your body release tension and fluid buildup that can make you feel heavy or numb. Finally, finish by placing one hand over your heart and one over your lower abdomen again. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, feel the connection between your heart and your core. Exhale, imagine releasing everything you no longer need. As you breathe, repeat silently, I'm reconnecting. I'm safe in my body. I feel alive again. This final step helps your mind anchor the sensation of calm and connection. Over time, this practice retrains your body to associate touch with comfort and self-trust. Most women tell me that after just a few nights, they notice subtle changes, deeper sleep, less anxiety, warmer hands and feet, and a growing sense of comfort in their own skin. Some even describe feeling emotionally awake again. That's your nervous system healing one breath at a time. Remember, this isn't about doing it perfectly, it's about showing up for yourself. A few minutes of gentle touch can reverse years of numbness by reminding your body that it's still vibrant, still responsive, still yours. In the next part, I'll share a powerful story of one of my patients who felt completely disconnected after 65, and how this same nightly ritual helped her rediscover energy, intimacy, and joy she thought she'd lost forever. But before we go there, tell me in the comments, how often do you take even 5 minutes just to connect with your body? Tonight could be the perfect time to begin. Let me share the story of one of my patients. Her name is Margaret. She's 65, retired, and lives a quiet life with her dog in Arizona. When she first came to my office, she told me something that broke my heart. She said, "Dr. Lisa, I feel like I'm living inside a body that isn't mine anymore. I don't feel anything." She wasn't depressed in the traditional sense. She was eating well, walking daily, and even seeing her friends. But emotionally, she felt hollow, disconnected from her body, her femininity, and even from her sense of self. She said, "It's like the lights inside me dimmed after menopause and never came back on." When I examined her and reviewed her tests, everything looked fine. Her hormones were within normal range. Her blood pressure, weight, and labs were stable. But her posture, her breathing, and her energy told me something else. Her body wasn't flowing. It was holding. Years of stress loss and loneliness had quietly built walls inside her, not visible ones, but ones her nervous system could feel. I suggested something simple, a nightly reconnection ritual. the same gentle abdominal and pelvic massage you just learned. I asked her to commit for 2 weeks, no expectations, just presence. At her follow-up visit, she walked into the room differently. Her shoulders were more relaxed, her eyes brighter. She said I didn't think it would do anything, but around day 5 something shifted. My body started to feel warm again. And one night, I actually caught myself smiling for no reason. That's the power of reawakening circulation and touch. It's not about appearance or youth. It's about returning to aliveness. When Margaret reconnected with her body through gentle massage, her nervous system began to release old patterns of tension and numbness. Her breathing deepened, her sleep improved, and her mood lifted naturally. 3 months later, she said something that I'll never forget. She told me I used to think my best years were behind me. Now I realize they were just waiting for me to come home to myself. What she experienced wasn't a miracle. It was biology and compassion working together. By stimulating her pelvic region with warmth and mindful touch, she increased blood flow oxygen and hormones signaling the same mechanisms the Mayo Clinic identifies as vital for maintaining postmenopausal vitality. She didn't need another supplement or prescription. What she needed was to listen. And when she did, her body responded beautifully. Stories like Margaret's remind us that it's never too late to feel connected again. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body still holds the blueprint for balance and vitality. It just needs gentle reminders. I've seen this same transformation in countless women: less anxiety, better sleep, improved mood, even more openness to emotional and physical closeness. All from a few minutes of calm, intentional care each night. So if you've ever thought, maybe this is just what aging feels like, I want you to pause and challenge that thought. Aging doesn't mean disconnection. It means entering a deeper, wiser relationship with your body, one built on gentleness, not pressure. In our final part, I'll help you put everything together: how to make this simple practice a lasting nightly ritual that nourishes your hormones, your emotions, and your sense of wholeness for years to come. But before we move on, I'd love to know, what do you notice after a moment of stillness and gentle touch? Warmth, calm, emotion. Share it below. Your story might inspire another woman to start her own journey back to feeling alive again. Take a slow breath with me right now. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. That simple act, your breath moving through your body, is where healing begins. Over the past few minutes, we've explored something far more profound than a massage technique. We've talked about coming home to your body after years of quiet disconnection. You've learned that the numbness many women feel after 60 isn't weakness or age or loss. It's your body's way of asking for attention, warmth, and compassion. We began by uncovering how the pelvic floor and lower abdomen silently influence your hormones, mood, and energy. You discovered how everyday habits like shallow breathing, sitting too long, and ignoring the body's signals can quietly turn down your inner light. Then we walked through a simple, gentle massage to restore circulation, one that doesn't require strength or skill, just presence and breath. And finally, you heard Margaret's story, a beautiful reminder that it's never too late to reconnect, to feel warmth again, to rediscover the joy of being in your own body. Now I want you to understand something essential. Reconnection isn't a single act, it's a relationship. Every time you touch your body with kindness, breathe with intention, or pause to feel, you're telling your nervous system, I'm safe, I'm here, I'm alive. And your body listens. Every time. If you practice this nightly, even for just 5 minutes, you'll begin to notice small but powerful changes. You'll fall asleep more easily. You'll wake up lighter. You'll move through your day with a sense of ease that's hard to describe, because it's not just physical, it's emotional. And perhaps most importantly, you'll begin to feel again the numbness, the flatness, the quiet sense of distance, they start to fade, replaced by warmth and calm. It's like your body is saying, "Thank you. I remember who I am." So tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to try this when you're at a quiet space. Take a few deep breaths. Place your hands on your lower abdomen and gently begin the circular massage we practiced together. As you move your hands, say softly to yourself, "I'm reconnecting. I am whole. I am alive." That's it. That's your first step toward bringing life back to the parts of yourself that time may have made you forget but never erased. If you found this message comforting or insightful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps this community of women over 60 grow stronger together, and it tells YouTube to share these healing messages with others who may need them. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share where you're watching from and what part of this practice resonates most with you. Have you tried self-massage or deep breathing before? What did you notice afterward? Your story might help another woman begin her own healing tonight. Remember, you don't have to do everything perfectly. Healing happens through small, consistent moments of attention. The same way the body learns to hold tension, it can also learn to release it, one breath at a time. You deserve to feel grounded, confident, and fully present in your own skin, not just for a moment, but for the rest of your life. And before we close, let me remind you, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not replace medical advice. Every woman's body is unique. If you are experiencing pain, significant changes, or personal concerns, please consult with your healthcare provider. Your well-being deserves personalized care.